Welcome back to Sports Glides channel. Today with me, I have an interesting guest and a co-host as well. I am Phenomenal, and with me here is
Priest on the microphone. Arsenal is winning the Champions League. You already know what time it is.
We all know that he's an Arsenal fan, so we just have to calm down and analyze the game as a football fan and not as an Arsenal fan. Thank you very much.
I can analyze the game as both.
All right, and first of all, we're talking about this is Champions League week, so we're talking about Champions League only here. So this will be the Champions League preview where you get to hear just about matches that are going on this week, throughout this week. And we have interesting games like Inter Milan versus Arsenal. I think we should start with that one because it's going to be like a mind-blowing game. So what do you have to say, Inter Milan versus Arsenal?
Woo! I mean, it gives you a little bit of PTSD from last season. You know, Inter Milan was the only team to beat Arsenal in the group stages. And they are one of the solid teams defensively as well. They've conceded also the least amount of goals, that kind of thing. So I think they would go bar for bar with Arsenal in this game. It's an away fixture though, so it's going to be a very, very difficult and hostile ground for Arteta's boys. But I think a draw for me is a win, though. In that kind of game, it's going to be very physical. Then the Gabriel and Saliba need to look out for Lautaro Martinez. That guy is dangerous, man. So, and Marcos Thuram too as well. So it's going to be very, very compact. These types of games are won in the defense and in the midfield. It's not necessarily like an attack thing. It's more whose defense is better, whose midfield is much more physical, stronger. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the lineups. I want to see what the idea is going to be behind the games. But I think it's going to be very entertaining. I think it will be end to end. Hopefully I don't see any kind of haram activities there. But I'll take
Atletico Madrid. Okay, so quick question, right? After the momentum dropped, drawing to, I think it was Nottingham Forest, this weekend. And what do you think Arteta should be like doing, like his changes? This is what he should do to like get the win. This is what he should do to change the game against Inter Milan.
From the weekend, it was very interesting. He did a couple of rotations. He started Martinelli, he started Gyökeres, he started Madueke as well inside of as the front three. So I think the idea behind that was to go hard for this Champions League game. I think he wants to go undefeated and throughout the entire spell of the Champions League. I think that sends a message.
He's going to face a very difficult opponent after that.
Exactly. So, right after Inter Milan, Manchester United next. So I think Arteta he wants to instill the confidence of playing very, very strongly against Inter Milan away from home.
Well, dropping points was not still
returning. I mean, would you call it dropping points when everyone else
dropped points?
Got 0 points.
No. Let's talk about it.
No,
you still dropped points.
Dropping points is getting no points.
Dropping points means
when you're
not getting the maximum points.
No, when you come into a match, you have no points. You have to have points in order to drop them. You don't have any points. You either go and take points or you gain no points. Dropping points means you have points and then you drop them. You have points and then you drop them.
Football terms, especially when it comes to Premier League football like this, there are some teams you are supposed to let me win. Like it's just supposed to be like one easy win for you. Okay, Arsenal is supposed to be this team. Do you get? So to me, Arsenal dropped points because you are supposed to leverage on the opportunity that you have, making it like a 9 points gap. A whole 9 points gap at this stage of the season. So to me, Arsenal dropped points. Whether you have the point or not, you dropped it or not, you dropped points. It's as simple as that, because that's what everybody will tell you. Arsenal, if you even see the headline, to be Arsenal dropped points to Nottingham Forest. Whether they had the points or not, they dropped the points. They dropped 2 points. 2 points was relinquished.
Well, 7 points clear regardless. So it's left for the other teams to secure 7 points, is it not? So that's what we're going to be looking forward to. Let all the other teams also secure 7 points, since it's that easy. But
momentum dropped.
I don't think it's momentum dropped. I just think we met one of those dastardly Sean Dyche type low blocks, and just couldn't wrap our head around
Inter
it.
Milan
I
don't play low
think
blocks like that.
it's more to the fact that Nottingham Forest knew, all they had to do was just dig their heels in. Again, the same thing Liverpool played is literally the same form of football that Arsenal struggles against. But I think he should have used the lineup that he used against Liverpool against Nottingham Forest as well. Should have started Saka in the game, but I think he still wanted to give them just a few minutes because of the game.
Straight cut shot.
So that's just what
same thing Liverpool played as.
Yeah, so
can you explain?
Yeah, is that haram? Is that haram? It's fair. Away from home.
Liverpool don't play 9-1-1 football.
Yeah, sure.
No,
sure. You don't have to. You don't play 9-1-1.
You were not just able to beat the champions. That's just very easy to explain. I was not able to beat the champions.
Frimpong run cut byline over Miles Lewis Kelly 3 times, crosses into the box, and there's no one there because they are all at the back.
There's no one there. Why? Because
I don't know what
Arsenal have a very good defensive structure.
Okay, sure.
Finish.
Sure. Okay, sure.
All right, talking about the Inter Milan Arsenal match, I think after momentum dropped, they need to pick themselves up again and do something different against this Inter Milan. I think this Inter Milan team in the Champions League table are still part of the top 8, if I'm not mistaken, and they will still want to keep that, because if they drop one more point or anyhow they decide to drop point at this moment, it's going to be very risky. I think it's 2 games left or so it's going to be very risky for that. I think they will come into this match with everything they have to give, and I think Arteta also has nothing to lose at this point, though he has not cemented his place number 1 yet, but he still has nothing to lose in this match. But a draw would be okay for Arsenal Inter Milan. So I'm actually seeing a draw here. I think it's a 2-2 draw, Arsenal Inter Milan.
2-2 draw? That's a lot of goals, man. That's way too many goals.
Somehow, yeah.
That's way too many goals, man. No. I don't see the goals being
my opinion.
But in all honesty, I think it's more of a statement game for Arteta at this point. I think it has to do with how he's going to respond after the Nottingham Forest game. We're going to be fine on all cylinders, and Mr. Champions League Martinelli, I think he's going to be in form. I'm not sure.
Have I only won Champions League before?
I'm not sure. I mean, he has been very consistent.
So what's making him Mr. Champions League?
Because he has scored in every single Champions League game this season. That's why we call him Mr. Champions League.
Nobody in Arsenal is supposed to even bear that name.
Okay,
even
sure.
Arsenal.
Sure. But fair enough. I think
Let's say the truth.
I think it comes as a surprise to me because of how Arsenal played against Bayern, the most informed team in all of Europe, and gave them a bashing. So I expect the same. I think this is where Arteta has to show his levels, as opposed to...
Who is the most informed team in the whole of Europe?
That was Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich.
As at that time.
No.
Yes.
No. Arsenal were the most informed team. Arsenal has been the most informed team this season. Because yes,
do you know how many goals
when it comes to
scored?
No, I'm coming from the perspective of when it comes to squad depth and everything. You don't look at Bayern Munich defense. We can talk about Bayern Munich attack and say, okay, yes, Bayern Munich has the best attack in football. They are firing. If you look at their what's it called league, that's the Bundesliga, you can say yes, the Bundesliga, they've been scoring lots of goals, and look at them again in Champions League. Arsenal has been the most informed team this season when it comes to winning games, staying on it, squad depth. Even if their players go on injury, they still have those squad rotations to rotate. So I will not say Bayern Munich that time was no. Like everybody always saying it. Who is the most informed team? Arsenal. So don't come and twist the agenda and tell me they were the most informed team. Then you came and you trust them. No, if at all the same level. So that's what
if they were the same level, that also makes them the most informed team as well.
If at all. So that's
I'm not sure I mean, these guys were winning team 7, 6, 10.
Those were teams in.
It doesn't matter.
Bundesliga.
I mean, I know Liverpool isn't beating anyone 6, 7, or 8. I
beat Frankfurt 5.
5 is regular numbers.
5 is
regular numbers.
So 6 is.
We're talking about 6.
What's the difference between 5 and 6 now?
6-7. But outside of that, I think this is going to be a statement game. Knowing that the next couple of fixtures for Arteta are going to be very tricky, but we need to fire on all cylinders in this game, if I'm being honest. And I really hope Declan Rice does something special. But yeah, I think Arsenal wins the game 2-0, set pieces, and they pack it up. And Inter don't sniff anything. Gonna be very unlikely though because they're at home, but that kind of thing. But I expect Arsenal to win 2-0. Fair play.
I thought you were talking of a draw earlier.
No.
Okay. Real Madrid takes on Monaco. This is going to be Arbeloa's first Champions League game. I think his first coming to Real Madrid. His first 3 games were in 3 different competitions. So now you can test. The first one lost, the second one La Liga, you won it, and now this is another test. And should I even call this a test facing Monaco? But Monaco are not so low. Do you get? But as Real Madrid, Monaco, what do you have to say?
It's gonna be hard to predict, that new manager bounce and all that. But Arbeloa, his first start has been a little shaky. But I'm not sure if he has these stones for Champions League nights yet. I guess this is what we're going to find out. Monaco is one of those teams that can really, really upset you if you're not careful. They have a very, very solid lineup. It could work in their favor. But, it's at the Santiago Bernabeu, so it could be anything. But I expect Real Madrid to cruise through. I'm not sure Kylian starts. Because of his injury, I'm not sure he starts, but I think Rodrigo, Vini, and Gonzalo Garcia will get the job done. So I believe in their abilities. I think they should cruise through just based off of sheer strength and abilities.
All right, Real Madrid, Monaco. I actually think first of all, let's talk about the fact that Real Madrid are giving Mbappe injections to continue playing, because I saw a clip of that a game before against Levante before the match while they were warming up. I saw a game. Mbappe was on the floor. Like I think they were just training, and Mbappe was being hit by his teammate, and he was on the floor, like they were trying to press his leg or something. But I think he was injured because the headline was Mbappe getting injured during warm up, and I was like, how they still gave him something to just still play the match. And it's not fair. If he's injured, you just take him out, let him rest. Gonzalo Garcia can get the job done to me, because he's not a low profile striker. He has shown you the work. Club World Cup, he did the same thing. Now scoring hat-trick, doing what he knows how to do. So I think Gonzalo Garcia can get the job done. This is Monaco. Not like Monaco is one. I'm not like I'm underrating Monaco, but this is Real Madrid. You get. So Arbeloa, this is the top test for you, but I think Madrid will come out of this one alive here. I think it's a Madrid 3-1 win. What do you think?
I think Madrid wins 2-0.
With a clean sheet again.
Yeah, I think they get a clean sheet. I think they sort out their defense. I think they're good.
One interesting game we have to talk about is the Tottenham Hotspur Dortmund match. And Tottenham Hotspur has not been so good. Like they've been underwhelming when it comes to the Premier League. I think they lost their last match
In the Premier League. Yes, they did against West Ham. Bottom of the barrel, West Ham.
Like, no, that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable, man. Like, I won't accept that. Losing your match to West Ham, no. And now, after losing, momentum dropped, like I said earlier, going into a Champions League match against Dortmund. I mean, Dortmund, we're not talking of one, like, small team here, Dortmund. So, what do you have to say about the match?
Well, funny enough, Tottenham have been actually pretty decent in the Champions League. Funny enough,
yeah,
they've actually been pretty decent.
I'm not talking of their last.
So I think the thing I've come to realize is most of the games do not necessarily translate into each other. I think the mentality of players at this elite level, they do not necessarily carry losses over, and I've seen that in the Champions League as well. So a team might have a horrendous performance in their league, but in the Champions League they tend to go a little bit far because they know that getting to a certain stage means some resources, some extra money, some extra incentives come along the way in getting further in the Champions League as opposed to the Premier League. So I think for most of these teams, they think about these things when they go into this particular tournament. And again, Dortmund, their form hasn't necessarily been the craziest. as well. This is an away game as well. So I think Tottenham should be able to squeeze or scam their way, to a 1-0 or a 2-0 or a 2-1, because I don't trust them to get a clean sheet, if I'm being honest. I think Dortmund scores them, so it's probably along the lines of 3-2, 2-1. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I mean, Dominic Solanke is back as well. That's a big boost. William Odobert is in good form. Xavi Simons, I think Xavi Simons got injured or so. I think he got injured as well, so I think that's a hit for them. But outside of that, and they did lose Brennan Johnson as well, so it's going to be very tricky for them. But I think it's just going to be a very, very tough one. But I think they can just scam their way into those 3 points.
I actually think this Dortmund will trouble Tottenham Hotspur very well. I think these guys too. They have pursuits of Kolomani, Richarlison.
Richarlison is injured.
Okay, Richarlison is injured.
Yeah, he's injured as well.
That's a big blow.
Yeah.
That's a big blow. Kolomani is not even firing as it should be doing. And all of this guy, this Ghanaian guy,
Kudus is also injured.
Wow, that's a big blow. And I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
I do not think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Well, I'm going to be going with a 1-1 draw because this is not going to be a high-scoring game. The reason why I'm choosing a draw because Tottenham are not too good in form at the moment, and they have key of their players out at the moment. And this is still a strong Premier League side, nevertheless. And Dortmund also, you are facing a strong Premier League side. It will not be easy for you to just enter and start scoring goals like that. So I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. And the champions of England, let me introduce them like that. The champions of England, the current champions of England, faces on Greenwood's Marseille. It's going to be an interesting game. I think I'll go first in this. It's going to be an interesting game, and I'm not supposed to be expecting much from this game as a Liverpool fan, and I am not expecting much from this game as a Liverpool fan because we've seen how Slot has been going, dropping points to Burnley, Leeds, unnecessary points dropped throughout this January. This year we've not gotten a win apart from the one against Barnsley in the FA Cup. It has not been so good. It has been underwhelming. And the fact that the likes of Florian Wirtz started pulling the trigger and started scoring, started assisting, Hugo Ekitike, one of the most informed strikers in Europe right now. Who else? Liverpool have exciting players at the moment, and I think Liverpool might come out of this match alive. But Martial on the other side, Greenwood has been good. He has had exciting numbers already this season. But he has double digits already in goals and assists. He has been good, so good this season. But I think Liverpool should be coming out alive somehow. But it's slow. If we don't win this game, I'll sack you myself. What do you have to say?
Well, off the rip, I think Liverpool lose this game because Greenwood's form is undeniable. I think Greenwood gets a goal and assist. I don't even think Liverpool score at all, but
against Marseille,
hopefully, maybe they can scam one penalty and Szoboszlai manages to play the net this time around. But I don't think Liverpool wins this game, though. If I'm being honest, if I was a betting man, I would say Marseille. Do you know? Quick pro tip. The sweetest odds you can get, right? Win or draw Marseille, win or draw Dortmund. Crazy odds there. Just watch out. But yeah, side note. That was a side note. But I don't think Liverpool win this game. Not with the way they've been playing. I also think this might be even a high scoring game as well. That defense is going to be tested, heavily tested, by the likes of Greenwood and their centre forward. I keep forgetting who their centre forward is, but yeah, I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think Marseille win 2-1, 3-1. Self if care is not taken.
Marseille want to score in Liverpool,
but, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's what I feel. All
right, as a Liverpool fan, I don't expect much from this match, but I think Liverpool wins this match. We probably scam our way through, and I think it's a 3-2 Liverpool win. And Chelsea, our honourable and well-respected Professor Liam. Our honourable and well-respected Professor Liam Rossignol I don't know if I got the pronunciation of his name correct, and takes on Paphos FC. I don't think this is going to be a big test. I think this should be more of like a walkover to its Champions League, but you should be getting this win. It should be there. Should no there nothing like excuse. Because of Tosin or because of I don't want to. If you want to bring Tosin's agenda here, not against Paphos, please, sir. If you want to bring, I don't have a defender, I don't know, it's not in this type of game. This game is supposed to be a +3. Like I told Arsenal earlier that the Nottingham game was supposed to be a +3. But if you choose to drop points, it's up to you, honorable professor. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You know, Paphos, this might even be their first time in the Champions League, if I'm not even mistaken. But they've put on a show here and there. But, I think they're still way out of their depth here. This is the deep end, playing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in the home form that they're in. I don't even think.
I think they've won 2 matches only.
So I think they've shown a little bit of confidence, but I don't think it's enough to go over the line at Stamford Bridge. But then it could be fraudulent. Chelsea could be very, very fraudulent. So, and they don't make it. It could be something surprising. Hopefully, but I think Liam has a format that he's working with, so I think that's going to be ideal for them. I think Chelsea easily pummel them 4-5 or something along those lines. Hopefully, Subject 49 doesn't miss any chances. But yeah, I think Chelsea easily walk away with this one.
So personally, I think Chelsea will win this match 5-2 because they will definitely concede somehow. So what's the scoreline?
No, I don't think Chelsea concede. I think it's a 4-0, 5-0 game. I don't think Chelsea concede. If Brentford isn't scoring them at home, I don't think Paphos is, man.
So scoreline?
4-0, 5-0. Maybe I'll say 4-0.
As Barcelona drop points and they go on to face Slavia Praha. This Slavia Praha, I think they've lost to Arsenal Champions League this season. Is it Arsenal?
Yeah.
Was it
I think they've lost to like
every
other team.
So I think this should be a walkover for Barcelona to be able to pick themselves up. Our 17-year-old boy, is he 17 or 18 now? Because he's always 17 or 18, I don't know.
Depending on the weather.
The small boy, as we all know, Lamine Yamal, please. Your name is summer. Lamine Yamal. 17 or 18 years old boy, I don't know your age. And you should be able to get at least 2 goals in this. At least 2 goals in this Slavia Praha.
Starts though.
Supposed to start now. It's supposed to just boost his confidence after dropping points. Going into the next game. So I think he should be getting 2 goals in this match at least. And the Barcelona Slavia Praha, I think this should be a very big test for Barcelona because if they lose this game and other contenders win their own game, it will be very hard for them to get the automatic qualification. So I think they really need to win this game, even if it's by fraud anyhow. So what do you think?
Yeah, it should be an easy game. Slavia, I mean, they're used to the Champions League, but they've got a lot of experience in the Champions League, but it's not enough team quality as opposed to an opponent like Barcelona right now. Barcelona probably gives them 6 or something, that kind of thing. So yeah.
All right, the last game, I think we'll just probably talk about the line. I said the lineup. I think we'll just probably talk about the scoreline and the presence of Manchester City Bodo Glimt.
Manchester City Bodo Glimt, man. I mean, off the rip, after the performance they just had, I think, Haaland is probably going to be gunning. He's trying to, start. Exactly. He has also
Haaland,
Semenyo, in the Champions League. That lineup as well with Cherki playing in the 10. I mean, it's something going to be special. So I think, Manchester City will use this game as a block builder for them going back into the weekend into the Premier League against Wolves. So I think it's probably going to be like a 5-0 game along those lines. But then Bodo Glimt though, I don't think it's gonna be up to 5 though. Probably 3-0. I'll say 3-0.
Okay, I think Manchester City wins this match 4-1. We've come to the end of the Champions League preview edition. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is the only way you can help us, and comment also. Yeah, we are reading your comments. Don't forget.
Peace.